Sometimes it's incredibly hard to know what to actually practice when you pick up your bass to get real traction, right? So today I wanted to share my favorite exercise that I use every single day. And if you practice this every single day, it's going to level up your bass playing absolutely across the board, even if you're a complete noob or you're a pro and you've been playing for the last 3 or 4 decades. With that said, let's have a little groove first. Now, before we go any further with this lesson, I just want to let you all know that I'm actually giving this bass away and it's completely free to enter the giveaway. And not only am I giving away this $15,000 Federa, I'm also giving away this original 70s Rickenbacker, this incredible 70s Music Man Stingray, this outrageous 1970s Fender Jazz, and this gorgeous Overwater custom P-Bass, which was custom made for me. All you need to do to enter this free giveaway is go to the link down in the description below, or simply go to winabassbuildaschool.com and you'll be able to find it there, and all of the other stuff that we're giving away as well. But before you go anywhere, hold it, because I'm about to show you this incredible exercise, and I've even got all of these flashcards that I've organized. I've put in work here, people. Okay, so stick around, check out the lesson, and then go into the giveaway. So this baseline creation exercise that I'm about to show you is one of my favorite exercises, and I use it every single day because it's not only great for teaching you about baseline creation, but it also helps you work on your time feel and your technique and everything right across the board. And it's great if you're starting out or whether you've been playing for decades like myself. Now, it's important to pick a key because that's where our chords are going to come from. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, check this out. It will change your life once you understand it, okay? Take a simple major scale. We'll take C major. It's only 7 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the octave, okay? Let's play it all up one string for fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the octave, okay? So it's 7 notes. And from each, check this out, from each of those notes, there is a chord built from it. From the first note, okay, there is a C major chord built from it. From the second note, a D minor chord. From the third note, an E minor. Don't worry if you're getting lost, I've got all of this written down for you. Fourth note, F major, fifth, G major, sixth, A minor, seventh, B minor, 7 flat 5, and then we've got a C major at the top, right? So there are 7 chords, right? And it just so happens right here, we've got C major, we've got D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, and B minor 7 flat 5. So they are the 7 chords of the C major scale, right? Of the C major key. Now, what we're going to do, once we understand these, we're going to flip them over, okay? So, and if you want to grab the I've put together a PDF for you guys down below. If you download the PDF, you're going to be able to print this off yourself, so you've got these chords and you don't need to write them out yourself. So grab that PDF down below in the workbook, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is shuffle them all up. Check it out. And the reason I'm shuffling them all up is because I want to pick, I'm going to do an extra shuffle as well. I want to pick 3 to 4 chords randomly, okay? This is a crucial part of this exercise, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chords back down, but I'm going to put them question mark side up, okay? I'm going to pick 4 chords, okay? So let me start with this one. 1, I don't know what these are going to be. 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the rest. Okay, and then that leaves me with 4 chords. These are my 4 chords. So we're in the key of C major here. And now I need to organize them into some kind of, in some kind of order. And you can do it, the order doesn't matter. Just experiment with what sounds cool, right? So for me, because I know there's some beginners going to be starting out with this, I'm going to start with the chord of C major. Then I'm going to go A minor. Oh, this is a 1-6-2-5. This is kind of, actually I'm going to do, let me mix up the order, otherwise it'll be super boring. Okay, so let me go C major, D minor, A minor, G major. How weird is it? They just ended up a 1-6-2-5. Okay, so, and the numbers here, right? The numbers are the chords. So as I played them up the scale here, chord 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then chord 1 again, we've got chord 1 down here, which is the C major. Then we've got chord 2, which is the D minor. Then we've got chord 6, which is the A minor, and then the G major. Okay, it's really important to understand that I could have turned any of those cards over, put them into any order, and it would sound cool. How wild is that? I just didn't know that when I was younger, right? So check this out. This is what it's going to sound like. So it goes. Okay, so there are 4 chords. Now we need to start creating a bass line with them. And this is the idea behind this entire exercise. It's a bass line creation exercise. And we're using these chords to provide new ways and new chord progression to work on all the time. So now what we're going to do is we need to find a groove to play around. Okay, so let's jump over to the Groove Trainer. So check this out. This is the SBL Groove Trainer, and it's where I go when I want to find some great loops to play along with. So I've got drum loops here, but I'm going to use some star loops here. We've got Nate Wood. Check it out. And what I'm going to do is scroll through these and see if I can find something that's inspiring. I don't know. Let's try this one. Don't think that's the vibe for today. What about Darren Stanley, Swanky Thing? What about that? Oh, that's cool. Okay, so let's use that. So now we've got this great groove, right? And we've got our 4 chords. We've got C major, D minor, A minor, G. And we can extend them out as well. So we could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. C major, D minor, A minor. Oh, this is a great vibe. G7, C major, D minor, A minor, and then G major. Okay, now play the roots. Just find the roots. Make sure you're getting a real full sound. And be really aware of where you're placing it. Make sure you're placing that note in the right part of the beat, right? Now we can just get a bit more creative with the root notes, right? How about root notes and then the octaves? Let's try it. And a bit more rhythm, right? C major, D minor, A minor, G major. Now, once you've got that locked in, which is like pretty simple, right? And you can be really creative with the rhythm. Once you've got the roots down, then you want to add in the fifths, okay? Now there's 2 fifths that you should be looking for. The 5th above and the 5th below. This is the 5th above. above. What about the fifth below? Just 1 minute, okay? Really nail where those fifths are. You've got your index finger on the root, okay? So the fifth is either up, if you wanted to count up the major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So that's where the fifth is, but it's remembering that fingering position there, okay? And the fifth below is just same fret, string below. Super simple, right? So boom, boom. So that means you've got the root and then you've got the fifth, either a fifth above or a fifth below. That gives you a lot more options, and you can be really creative with the rhythm as well. Check this out. This is just roots and fifths. 3, 4. Okay, so that's really creative. And again, you can explore around the bass. I'm just doing it down here, but you can be doing it up here, okay? So again, what we've done is we've got our chords. We started with roots, then we've added in the fifths. Now, the next thing to add in is the thirds. And by adding in the thirds, we now get what's called a full triad, okay? So the first chord right here is a C major, okay? So we've got root, major third, and the fifth. And then we can play the octave if we want, right? But we've just got root, major third, and the fifth. Now, for the second chord here, the D minor, we've got root, minor third. So count up 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 frets up. Minor third on the F, and then we've got a fifth. So root, minor third, fifth. For the A minor, we can use the same shape as the D minor. We just start on the index down here on the 5th fret, root, minor third, 5th. Yeah, root, minor third, 5th. And then for the G major, we use the same shape as we did for the C major here, but we just do it A string down. So we go root, major third, 5. So now we've got these 3 shapes, C major, D minor, A minor, G major. Now we'll have a workbook down below with all of these things in it, okay, for you to download. So go check, obviously, you know, get the access to the Groove Trainer, get access to this PDF we put together for you, and then, you know, at the end of the video, go grab your free entry in this giveaway as well. Now, with that said, now let's hear what I can do just using roots, thirds, and fifths with that groove. Check it out. 2, 3, 4. D minor, A minor, now the fifths, now let's practice the triads. Now I'm playing it really simple just to get them under my fingers, but now I can start be a little bit more creative. Check it out. It's hard to say and play. Here we go. So check this out. You don't always have to start on the root either. You know, you can go root 3, 5, 3, 5, root, root 5, 3, 3, root 5, 3, 5, root 3, 3, 5, root 3. You know, like you can be really experimental with it. And this is the great thing about this exercise. It just gets rid of all of the bullshit. You know, this is super simple stuff. It's really simple, but there's not enough people actually doing it. And this is why I use this exercise every single day. I just pick 3 or 4 chords, I pick a groove, and I just cycle around, making sure I can be really creative and then moving up the neck. For me, I like to practice the first 5 frets and then frets 5 to 9 and then 5 to 10 and then 9 through to 12. That's a whole other lesson I could talk about. But once you've got all that down, finally, let me show you that you can extend it one step further. And you can start adding in chromatic notes as well. Now, what's a chromatic note? Well, if you take a triad, okay, you can actually do like you can target one of those notes. Let's say if this root here, I could do 1 note into it, or 2 notes into it, or 3 notes into it. I can do the same on the 3rd of the chord. I can go. So I'm doing 1 chromatic note into that. Or I could go. There, I'm using 2 notes to target the 3rd. I could use 3 notes. Okay, I can do the same to the 5th. 2 notes to the 5th. 3 notes to the 5th. Okay, down to the 5th. Okay, so you can add these, and then you can do it so you can do it to the root, the 3rd, the 5th, and then back to the octave as well. Now, so let's finally wrap this up, listening to this exercise with all of the added chromatics in that I've got access to as well. And you can hopefully see how simple, I didn't say it was easy. It's not an easy exercise, but it's really nice and simple. And it gives you something really fun, practical to practice every single day that will give you that lift in your bass playing that you're trying to get, right? So check it out. This is me adding chromatics in with those 4 chords: C major, D minor, A minor, G major. Let's go. 2, 3, C major, D minor, to A minor, G major, C major, D minor, see how creative you can be when you practice this stuff. It is absolute dynamite. And again, I've been practicing this exercise every single day. Every time I pick up the bass, I practice this exercise every single time I pick up the bass. I don't need the flashcards because I've got like the key. I can be like, okay, I'm in the key of G major and I know all of the chords in G major, right? So I don't need the flashcards. But when you're starting out, you might want the flashcards, turn them over, shuffle them up, you know, reveal the chords, and then you've got your 3 or your 4 chords that you want to work around. But you shouldn't be working around like massive chord sequences, right? For this, there is a place for that, but this specific exercise it's just about 3 or 4 chords. It's about narrowing your focus down, not going super wide. Narrow that focus down. Get your roots locked in. Get your roots and 5ths locked in. Get your triads locked in. Start adding the chromatics, and you'll be off to the races. Now, with that said, Now you can go and enter the giveaway, if you so wish, to win this bass, that incredible Rickenbacker, the Music Man Stingray, the jazz bass, and my custom P bass. They're outrageous. It's completely free to enter. The link is in the description down below, or you can go to winabasebuilderschool.com. Also, grab the PDF so you can we printed this stuff out for you so you can get it there. And also make sure you grab the access to the Groove Trainer as well, which is all of the drum grooves I use to practice along with. I've got it on the computer. We've also got an app for it as well. And again, that's all completely free. It's a day of free, my friends, a day of free. With that said, take it easy and I'll see you in the shed.